La, la, la. La, la, la. She ready. Oh, just look at her glow. She ready. Yeah, she's standing up tall. Ready. Confident and bold. She ready. Never gonna back down. She ready. Ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready. Ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
And happy Tuesday, my love muffins and enchiladas. It is Tori, the whole dealer of guided intuition, and I'm here to do your daily guidance, your daily spiritual message, your daily reflection on this beautiful Tuesday or whenever you see this video, my love. Don't worry, whenever it finds you, I don't care when it finds you. That is when this message is meant for you in that moment, in that time, in that space. Time does not exist. It is an illusion. Okay, it is never too early. It is never too late. The only thing that matters is right now, this very moment, the in between. And I really want to talk to you guys about something that has really been marinating on my spirit. Now, as you can see, we do not have the cards out yet, so I don't know if it is going to like spirit is going to confirm it more with the guidance that comes forth today. But I honestly want to have a quick chit chat with somebody, with my love muffin. Okay, that being said, I hope that you have took the time to do something on a spiritual level that is going to feed you, keep you full throughout the day. I hope that you have said some positive affirmations about your life. All right, and if you don't really know what affirmations are, don't worry. Google in YouTube, put it in the YouTube search engine. Jason self-love affirmations. It's going to start up. It's like got what 4 million views. It says self-love. Listen, you'll see it as like a picture of a blue sky. Start there. But affirmations are words that you speak, okay? Anything that we say, anything that we speak is an affirmation. For things first start as thoughts and feelings before they manifest in the tangible. And at any moment, you can change your outlook. You can change what you see in front of you. And how you do that is because you're the creator of your reality. There is power in your words. Okay? Even going back, if you believe, if you believe in this or this particular spiritual method, but they say in the beginning, God spoke everything into existence, but God first spoke it and then it came to pass. So you, my love, have that same power. And that's why I believe it's true, because I've spoke incredible things into my life. And I'm talking, I started at ground zero when none of this shit real to me. Like I didn't have none of the things that I have. You know what I'm saying? And the things that I have now is like, wow, like I really manifested that. Like I really spoke that into in the tangible. And you can do that by affirmations. It might feel weird at first. You might not believe the things that you're saying to yourself, but repetition is the mother skill. The more that you hear something, the more that it's going to stick to you. And that can work positively and negatively. So affirmations is truly my method of how to call things forth. That really works for me. And why not try it? Okay. And also, my love, I hope that you have looked in the mirror and loved on yourself. Okay. Acknowledged how amazing you are, how proud of you are. I took a moment to scale back and just really look at the woman that I am. And one of the love muffins on the yesterday's guidance, I believe Melissa, please do not kill me if I messed up your name, but I want to definitely make sure, because I responded back to beautiful soul. Melissa Jones. It was in watching that, daily guidance and me, what I was talking about, it really reminded of her of just how far she came. And, sometimes, we don't really acknowledge, we don't really look at, we don't really see Sometimes we just have to, step back and just look how far we came. Look at what we overcame. Look at who we are right now in this very moment, and be thankful. Because I just woke up for like the last 3 weeks, like seriously, like honestly, guys, like for the last 2 months, but it's really been laying thick on my heart. I just been waking up with so much gratitude and just so much appreciation for the woman that I am, just all the things that I have in my life, that I get to do and be on this journey with you beautiful soul. That I'm connecting with my soul family, my soul tribe. It's just, I can't put it into words. Literally just so thankful, just so blessed. And at times, we have so much to be happy and thankful for in our lives. We'll let one situation or one aspect that's not going right take away for the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more of that. Just this attitude of gratitude. So just find something in your life. Look at you. Look at where you have come from. Look at that you're open, that you're available, that you're woke, that you're getting in the clarity, and even you haven't received the clarity yet, that you're standing in a place of, you know what, I'm ready. I'm open. That's a beautiful place to be. A beautiful place to be. And one of the things that Spirit has really been, placing on my heart, and I was talking about it with a beautiful soul, actually a couple of beautiful souls. What I am really, my mind is really opening up to, and especially in the line of work that I do, that has helped me remove the judgment and allow me to really flow in unconditional love, because I work with people all across the world, like, different spiritual beliefs, different, just everything, cultures, and, all of those different things that make us different. However, at the core, we're still the same. And to me, that's just so beautiful. And one of the things that being able to work with beautiful souls of just all different backgrounds, understanding, different belief system, cultures, all of that, it has really helped me take off the judgment. And I really realized when, y'all know what, it's a saying, I don't want to butcher it, but I really feel like nothing is what it seems. That saying, you can't judge a book by its cover, that is truly a real statement, because nothing is what it seems. Until you open something up, until you digest it, until you read the whole book, finish it to the end, like, okay, you can pretty much give your outlook on it. But even when you're reading a book 2 chapters in, you ever read a book like, God damn, this book is dumb. Oh my God, but something like keep reading. I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep reading. And then, but by towards the middle of the book, like you are hooked in, like you can't believe that you was going to like throw this book away. Like I've had that with so many Western romances and historical romances. Y'all know how that's what I like to read for fun. I'm like, oh my God, this book is so good. And it becomes your favorite book. However, but if you would have judged it by its cover or the first 2 chapters, you would have just threw it away. It just would have been nothing. That's even to the owner that, of Starbucks. Do you know how many banks? He signed up for loans to open up Starbucks. I'm just going to say 150, but I believe it was like in the 200s. He applied for a loan and was rejected, let's just say for a fact, 150 times. 9 times out of 10, my old mindset, before I know what I know now, I probably would have gave up on the second one. I wouldn't even got to 3. Like I'd have been like, okay, it's just not working. It's just not meant. But however, he went back and did it 150 times. He would not be, this billion or $1 million company, how he just gave up, after the first 50 no's. Come on. Who would really hear no 50 times and still continue with that dream? And I can honestly tell you, before I was this person that I am now, and what I know, I would have gave up on the second try. I wouldn't even, when it got to 50, we wouldn't even got to 50 no's. I would have let that 2 no's been enough for me. And I probably would have gave up on my dreams and gave up on stuff, you know? And one of the things that I am realizing is that sometimes we can so be focused on the future, the past, right or left, wrong or right, when baby, there is a whole middle area here. And people don't like to do, acknowledge it, hot or cold, you got to pick one or the other, you got to do this. However, there's a whole journey in the middle of that. There's a whole breaking down, like you got to understand, in life, and coming that way and realizing that, it's just not a black and white kind of thing, but there's this thing called the in between. Okay. When you're transitioning, when you are inviting change, when you are moving from one destination to another, there's this thing called the in between. All right. When you make a decision to change, when you make a decision to go after your dreams, when you make a decision to walk away from something that's no longer serving you, you get what I'm saying? There is a whole transition. There's a whole in between. And sometimes, we don't think about the in between. We don't focus on the in between. But there's a process. Okay? With that in between, my love, Spirit is asking you to embrace the changes before your eyes. I know that it may be a little uncomfortable, a lot of what the F going on here. A lot of you coming out, of your comfort zone, really expressing yourself, being who you are at your core. And it may look different for everybody, However, Spirit is asking you to embrace the in-between. Embrace these changes that are happening in your life. Okay? Spirit wants you to know nothing is what it seems. Embrace the in-between. Embrace these changes. I always mess with changes is changes that are, coming into your life or that are in your life. One of the things I'm going to tell you, for me, being the road and the path and my soul template, freedom and expression and being who I am at my core and authenticity and truth is very important to me. Those are like, I want to say, my morals. And one of the things that I'm going to actually make a in-depth post on Instagram, but I'll probably insert this picture right here. I did a liberating photo shoot. What was it? Like in March of 2019, where I always wanted to really embrace my body, and how I really overcome fear and how I really invite that in between, or embrace change in my life, is whatever I don't want to do, I'll do it. I'm not saying that's everybody's method, but I've realized by doing that, has really placed me in some uncomfortable, beautiful valleys, for growth and abundance and of all kinds, within myself, within my career, within my essence, within my soul. And I used to really have me and my body. I hated my body. I was so out of touch with my body. I wanted to be anybody but me. I wanted to be anybody but this body I had. And when I started to love myself mentally, spiritually, and physically, taking care of my body, putting beautiful things that, really fuel my body in, talking to my body, looking at my body in the mirror, pointing out how amazing this body is and how much love I have for this body. And, just really loving on myself mentally, listening to self-love affirmations, reading books after books, doing course after course, journaling, writing, finding something every day within myself to acknowledge and love on me. This dynamic, don't want to cry, really changed with myself. And something miraculous happened. I fell in love with my body. I adored my body. I really don't want to be anybody else. Like, I don't even want to be Beyonce. I really came into this mentality, like, because if you don't know me, I love Beyonce. I really came into this mentality like I'm happy to be me. Like, there's nobody else that I would like, damn, I wish, I had this or had that. No, no. Like, I really love me. And I had never felt that, guys. I had spent majority of my life wanting to be anybody else but me. And I finally loved me. And I loved my body. And then I realized that, honest to goodness, like, I ain't like wearing clothes. I was more so wearing clothes, covering up, because I was ashamed of my body. But I realized the truth, me at my core, I don't like clothes. The shorter the dress, the better it is for me. But then I go to my phases. I'm just in a fashion where, I'll, like, you just never know what you're going to get. I might come out, I don't know. But for the most part, like, I like tight fitting things. That's just the way that I am. And when I did this photo shoot, and I shared my body, and, I did like it was like a semi-nude, and like some of my shirts and things, it's very revealing. And, one of the things, like, and though I was happy with me and happy with that, I had to go through this whole other phase of really being that in my truth, dealing with opinions, or just dealing with, the stigmas that come with that, that if you express and show your body, you're a whore, you're easy, you're this, you're that, so that opened a whole nother can of worms. And then, even with that happening, I found the beauty. And now I'm an advocate for women expressing themselves how they desire to express themselves. Whether you choose modesty and you want to cover up, that's that woman's persona or man's persona. Like, that's not for you to judge, or that's you like me. Nudity inspires you. That is your persona. Can't nobody tell you what to do with that. And when I say don't judge a book by its cover, the crazy thing is, people think to be sexual, because I had partners, but I was not sexual. I was ashamed of my body. I had, this TMI, whatever. I had never had like an orgasm from a person, like my sacral chakra, and just, there was so much sexual trauma of, and I was never molested, but it was installed in me mentally that this is what a woman should look like. This is how a woman should dress. This is what a woman should do. You shouldn't do that. If you like this, you're a whore. If you do this, you're not pure. God is disgusted with you. So I even though I wasn't physically molested, that trauma was still there. You get what I'm saying? And it took me, I want to say 2 years to really reroute that, really, actually no, a year, really reroute that, really come into my body and connect with my body. And y'all know I talk about me dibbling my Skittles, and I had to really get close with me. And, that's a very intimate, close way. But I had to really relearn that and really heal that trauma and really break those standards and those walls that I had around myself. And it's crazy, because this is why just, not to assume and just think what you think what it is. Whether you see a woman that's completely covered, or you see a woman that is completely bare and showing her body. Because, give it to the average person that's not in tune, that's not really, I'm saying, up there. I don't want to say, awaken, or, really, experience this great shift. It's just this common nature to perceive that, a person is out there. It's just, these standards that people, and I love to push these standards because the truth be told, I've been actively, intentionally celibate or abstinent, okay, for the last 4 years, you know, intentionally, and I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I've had, beautiful men, handsome, healed men, throw their self at me. And I've even had individuals like, oh, yes, like I want to tap you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I've even had situations like that. However, I know what I desire when it comes to a partnership. I know that energy. I know what it'll feel like. And sometimes in life, I don't even know why we're going here, but I have, I want to connect with somebody mentally, spiritually, and physically. Throughout my life, I've connected with 2 out of the 3, one out of the 3. And to me, that's settling. And I don't care who you are, how good you are, how handsome you look. You get what I'm saying? But if you're not offering these 3, it's a no for me, period. I don't care who that is. However, given typical standards of how I express myself, or that's even dumb. I don't even know why it's like that, but that is the way the world is. Is why Spirit tells you, don't judge a book by its cover. Go within. Everything is not what it seems. Finish the book, baby. Read the book. And you have to do that even when it comes to your career, even when it comes to yourself, even when it comes to love. Be open. Okay? Nothing is what it seems. Go beyond the external, go beyond the surface. You know what's leaving right now in this moment in your life? We ain't waiting to 2020. Right now in this moment, surface level. Anything that's surface level, anything that's, good for the surface, scratching, all that shit is disappearing out of your life. Okay, be it relationships, family, friends, be it in career, whatever it is, the way that you've seen and thought about yourself, surface level, we throwing that out. Spirit is throwing that out. And even when I was channeling and getting ready, inviting any ancestors and ascended masters and angels that would like to come in. So sorry, guys, I'm drinking coffee and I almost burped. So sorry. That would like to come in, that's in alignment with my angels, my guides, the same vision for the beautiful soul that wants to come in. The angel that came, that stepped up, that wanted to, and I've had this before, but it was just very clear. Archangel Michael wants to give this message today. And I was like, wow. So, my mother's into angels, and I know Archangel Michael and, Gabriel and all that. But when I really Googled Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael is a protector and is here to stand on your behalf. And how I'm conveying that was Archangel Michael telling me to really stand on your behalf as you transition, as you embrace these changes in your life that, is very different from, anything you've ever done in your life. Where opinions may be served, or, you may be a little scared, wanting you to know that you're not divinely protected. Somebody is experiencing a major shift in your life, a major shift, because yesterday we had a message of protection, and today we have a message of protection in Archangel Michael. If you Google Archangel Michael, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just what Archangel Michael stood for and what Archangel Michael did, So, with that being said, now we're going to go ahead and get into the daily guidance, the important message that your soul wants you to know in this very moment. I already shuffled these cards. I want to look on the bottom just to see like a pre-taste and then we'll shuffle and see what's going on, okay? So on my shamanic healing oracle, I felt like the need to bring out this. I always bring out this deck right here. Like when we go in deep, like when you're really healing, I want to say like tipping in the shadows and Scorpio season and all that stuff is all about healing that shadow. Okay. And we got changes. So there is a lot of changes in your life, okay, that's happening in this moment right now. With this card right here, with, change, what I'm seeing is this card in this book. It talks about, realizing that every little thing that you apply, every little change that you apply, it doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be miraculous, it can be small, to really stand in your truth, really to better yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, okay, is really going to pay off. It's really going to help you adjust to the changes that are coming in your life. Even in this card, it just talks about, cleaning out clutter, committing to walking every night after dinner, cutting out processed food from your life, really wanting, internally, making some changes internally for yourself, okay? As far as mentally, spiritually, and physically. Because, Spirit does want you to know that big change, okay, is coming your way. Big change is coming your way. Phenomenal change. And just so you want to make sure that internally you're well, mentally, spiritually, physically, to be able to process and receive and flow with the change that is happening in your life. Okay? I'm really feeling like needing to be at your strongest, Make sure that you're taking care of your body, your physical body, making sure that you're, feeding yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically is what I'm seeing. So you can really embrace these changes, this change that's coming in your life. And also just realizing that every little step that you take to better yourself, to live in your authentic truth, to really accept who you are, mentally, spiritually, physically, these little changes are going to add up to very big change, Every little thing that you do, every little hurdle that you overcome, really accepting yourself, kind of like when I'm scared, or if I fear an opinion or I fear rejection, I'll throw myself out there and do it. I'm not saying you got to do it like that, but every little thing that you do to better yourself, whatever that way looks like to you, okay? To better yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. Health is really coming in right now. I really feel like for the changes that you're coming into, for the shift, the transformation, you just really Spirit just really wants you to focus on yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically, making sure that you're giving your body the great, the best nutrients, or, drinking your water, really taking care of that physical body, that physical temple of yourself, because that matters, believe it or not. Okay. It really, truly does. So that's what I see, on a physical level with change. Let's see what else we have. We have politics, okay? Taking off the mask, with this card, it just talks about, like I said, everything is not what it seems. One of the things that I realized, it was that situations that were, ideally supposed to be good for me, were not good for me. And everything that I thought was bad, especially coming into spirituality, I was told that tarot cards are no. I was told that, lighting candles, the pentacle, the star, all that stuff is evil. But when I realized, no, it's not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. So I really feel like you're unraveling yourself from a lie. You're seeing some truth. And this truth could be life altering for you. This truth could be life changing. In the beginning, for some, I am feeling like, it's like, damn, really? But, just know that these changes, whatever your eyes are being showed, you have to be shown this truth, okay? You have to be shown this truth to really move forward, okay? To really move forward is what I'm seeing. Yeah. We have water. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, okay, and refinement. So one of the things that I love to do when I know that, like, there's a major shift, and if Scorpio season has been, like, what the hell for you, or like, oh, intense, and you've been doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of healing, a great way, it's crazy because Spirit prepped me, I want to say, a month or like 3 weeks before we even came into this energy. I was told to do a 5-day water fast where I just drink water and nothing else. And I did it, and I really feel like this is why I'm able to sustain, and really invite this change that's coming in my life, and really look at it from a finding the beauty in every situation, being optimistic, understanding what falls down, baby. That's so something greater can be built up. And I have also been shown like areas in my life, where it's time for me to, greater is here, baby. Greater is available for everybody. Success is available for everybody. Abundance is available for everybody. It's just all about who's willing to go after it. Who's willing to open their hands and drop whatever needs to be dropped and say, "Here I am." You get what I'm saying? And I was showing some places where I just need to drop some things and be like, "Here I am." you know? So I really feel like a purification is, needed. A water fast, moving away from some sugars or what, I'm saying? Whatever that looks like to you. For everybody is different, but I am seeing that. Because I feel like whatever you've been struggling with, whatever's been a struggle with, whatever's been, you know what I'm saying? It's really going to help with that. It's really going to help with that. And maybe you really struggle with, being your authentic self. Or, like caring about how people are going to perceive you if you really listen to your heart, if you really do what it is that you want to do. That was one of the things, and it's no funny that, if that is you, that you're here watching this video, because that was one of my biggest things. Like, I care what everyone thought about me, whether I knew you or not. Like, and I lived my life according to that, I always felt like I had to keep this persona up. I had to do this, I didn't want to do this because I was just afraid that it might not be accepted. It might not be true. I might fail and I might not be successful. But that is done. Done. And Spirit wants you to know that you're protected and you can go forth, okay? So let's see. What message does Archangel Michael want to get across to the beautiful soul that is watching this video right now in this moment? What message would you like them to know? All right. What message? Okay. Yeah, a new beginning. A new beginning is here. Okay. Joy. Yes. A new beginning is here. And this new beginning is bringing you joy. Okay. And but there's some deaths that are happening right now. I feel like some mental deaths, maybe the way that you're thinking. For some of you, some tangible deaths, some relationships or things that you really wanted, you're being asked to place it, sit it down right now. Understanding that not everybody can go, with you on this journey, because it's a new day. A new day. And Mercury retrograde, what I'm saying, is coming through like I feel like a hurricane, teaching some much needed lessons right now. Okay. For you to what? Honor your energy. Honor your energy. Honor your creativity. Honor what it is that you want to create in this world. Teaching you not to care. We have anger here. And for some of you, if whatever like animosity or bitterness or whatever you're feeling, or, wherever you feel trapped, I feel like that's because you're not, because this is not for everybody. This is somebody though. That's because you're not expressing yourself. You're not expressing your creativity. You are a creator. If you're here watching this video, that's one of the things that we have in common. We're artists of some form, some kind. You came here to create, and it's time for you to create. And Spirit wants you to know that, this new beginning, it's here for you. Moving away from, things with anger and putting all that down and really flowing in an energy of forgiveness. I feel like for somebody, this is, it's like maybe the changes that have happened in your life has been a lot to take in. It's so much change happening that it's like, whoa, what's going on? You're being pushed out of your comfort zone, but you're being pushed out of this comfort zone to come into a new beginning, to leave the old behind, to honor your energy, to honor yourself. to honor your ideas, to honor what you want, not to look at, what other people got and what other people say. What do you say? What do you feel? What do you want to add, to this world that everyone is allowed to add and have an opinion? What is your opinion? What is your truth? Not from, agreeing with what Tori says or agreeing with what somebody else says, or, what do you want to say? What message do you want to put out there? What do you want to put out there and people be reposting it, or people be like, you know what I'm saying? Like they getting aha moments off of something that's inside of you. It's time to honor your energy. It's time to not play small. And when you do that, my love, you're going to experience so much joy in new beginnings. It's going to be a death. But this is a lesson that you have to really learn. And one of the things is, until, you learn the lesson, I got a quote. I seen a quote. It says, Spirit gave me, lessons ain't got no ages. Okay. So until you stand up, until you put an end, and it's all about, just honestly, time does not exist. You get what I'm saying? So you can just keep finding yourself in a cycle. But any time that you want to end a cycle, you have the power. But there's a lesson to learn, and this lesson is for you not to care and for you to stand up and be your authentic truth, for you to honor your energy at all means necessary. Okay? And when you do that, a new dawn is going to happen. Okay? Your sacral chakra, your passions, your gifts, everything that feels good to you is going to flow. Okay? But it begins with you really honoring yourself. Okay, my loves? So let's see. Let's go ahead and clarify this. What else would you like them to know, Spirit? How can they really, embrace those new beginnings? First thing is letting go. Simple as that. You just got to let go. And I look toward how just hard, let go. What is it that is keeping you from really embracing this? Let it go. Put it down. What is for you will never miss you. Who is meant to be in your life will always find a way in your life. So you can trust on that, but you're being asked to let it go. Okay. And then I just seen the 8 to me, and that's the infinity sign. I feel like whatever you let go, baby, so much more is going to come your way. Okay. Endless possibilities. Those visions that you see for yourself is very real. Okay. It's very real. And for some, it's just, we have control here. And, with intensity and integration, okay? Really quick, hold on. I want to clarify control because I'm seeing it a couple of ways. Right? Can you please clarify control? Okay, that came out. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now I see with control, clarifying control is abundant. So I was seeing it that way. Believe it or not, it's like you're keeping the good stuff from yourself. Okay, there are endless possibilities. Why won't you allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to see yourself in those positions and, in that place of abundance? I think I talked about this in the Scorpio new moon energy reading. What have you labeled forbidden? What do you keep outside of yourself? One of the things that I can tell people, and then we have integration, this is balance. I feel like this is light and dark, soft and hard, divine masculine, divine feminine, the pure light, the dark, and when I say that, one of the things that I had to realize in making this transition and being authentic to who I am and just what I had learned spiritually, like I was taught that tarot was evil, now, is there people that use tarot for evil or for negativity? Of course. But guess what? That's everywhere you go. I was in church. Like I told you, I was in the thick of it. I seen people who genuinely cared, like Joseph Prince. I love Joseph Prince, okay? Like if I could move to Singapore and join his praise and worship, I probably would. Like that's my thing. Like when I go to Singapore, I'm going to visit Joseph Prince, okay? But I seen this person who, speaks about God, speaks about the love of Jesus, and it's beautiful. You get what I'm saying? But then I done been introduced to some people, okay, that I be questioned like, God ain't in this, okay? God ain't in this. So it's not about the tool, okay? But it's about the person. What have you been holding outside of yourself? Okay, because of some fear or some opinion. Listen, I can guarantee you, you are light and love. You understand me? Anytime that you walk into a situation, you're going to make it better. You know? Tarot, this tool right here, really helped heal me. At my lowest of lows, God spoke to me through these very cards. Do you understand me? Because sometimes, I can hear it. We can hear a thought, but we need something tangible. We got, And guess what? The same, like, wow, I was really thinking, like you all up in my life. Tyler's tarot helped me get my divorce. Okay. He was all up in my Sagittarius reading one time. He said, I got to put these damn cards down. This is an evil energy. And I was married to a narcissist for 8 years. So my thing is, be you. And another thing that I want to talk about, because even with my ex-husband and him, being what it is, I send him so much light and love from a distance, but I send him so much light and love because even, people that are narcissists, even that people that are cruel, even the people that are out here doing the most, all right, I still hold a place of compassion in them for my heart, for the simple fact, read their story. What kind of parents, what happened to them? Something happened. Something had to shift in for them to be that way. It's never just white and black. There is a gray area, and this has helped me, move away from horrible situations and just people really showing their ASS. And I'm like, wow, guess what? Hurt people. That's a real thing. If someone's out here being mean and nasty, just imagine how hurt and how miserable and how bitter they are. You understand me? That's a real thing. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. And then I see the sun and the moon too. The masculine is the sun. The divine feminine is the moon. I feel like there's to come into a balance within yourself, okay? Balancing out your masculine and feminine energies. Forgiveness is your way, okay? Letting go. What do you need to let go of? So let's just see. What closing message does the divine have for the beautiful soul? Archangel Michael, what would you like to tell the beautiful soul that is watching this video right now? Star. It says, the silver energy of the star brings good luck, okay, and serendipity. So listen, these things that you're letting go of, making the decision to forgive, making the decision to, honor your energy, to allow the abundance to come in, stop holding stuff outside of yourself, is the star, bringing good luck and serendipity. After healing, a new beginning. It's literally yours and it has your name written on it and it's yours. Okay? You just decide, in between, when do you want to receive this? Now or later? That's all it is. The gift is yours. This good luck, this serendipity is yours. This abundance, it's yours. Okay? It's yours. So I love you guys so much. And even when I'm just looking at this integration, I was just about to end, but I just feel like a very strong, for someone, a need to accept yourself. All of you, the light, the not so light, the negative, the positive, just really loving yourself. That's one of the things that when coming into this path of self-love and for myself, I really like decided to rock with me no matter what. No matter if I was clean, no matter if I was dirty, no matter if I was like, at my best popping or I'm at my low. I am riding with tori, yeah, all the way. You understand me? I don't care when I'm right, when I'm wrong. When I'm at my happiest and when I'm at my saddest. Like, I'm like vibing with me no matter what. Okay, and spirit wants you to come into that union with yourself, because this is how these new beginnings and endless possibilities will come your way, or you will allow them in because they're already there. Okay, so I love you guys so freaking much. As always, it is such an honor to read for you guys and to be a part of your journey and have you a part of mine. As always, I love you. Thank you for the beautiful souls that are sharing their selves, hugging trees, and for all of the beautiful individuals that have donated to my channel. Thank you so much. I see you. I see your gifts. I see the love. I see the appreciation. I see the emails. And I just want to really let you know that I love you so freaking much. And it's such an honor to be on this journey with you. Okay? I love you, my loves. And I will catch you later. Take care.
Follow, she blazing.